So what is good, ladies and gents? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the ultimate guide to completing the Lunar Track, since once again, they did re-add this after the cosmetic update due to obviously issues, mostly relating around when they hit the 9 million concurrent. They were genuinely already tweaking the Discord, or not the Discord, obviously. They were tweaking the Roblox servers, literally going to kill them. And so they were obviously gracious enough to postpone and calm down a bit when it came to spamming these events. So to make up for it, they brought back the Lunar Event, and they're going to be releasing a mid-week up. And today I'm going to be showing you the best way to take advantage of the Lunar Event being back to both efficiently farm it to potentially get the Raccoon and Moon Blossom, the same method I used to get the Moon Blossom, and the ways that you could probably do it more efficiently. Okay, so starting off, what we're going to do is break down the Lunar Track and how it works. So obviously, I'm going to head right back on over here. We're going to have the Wise Owl. Now, every hour, at the start of the hour, there's going to be, for the first 10 minutes, there's going to be the Lunar Event. This is going to give you a basic chance. I don't know the obviously exact percentage for your chance or for your crops to become moonlit, which then, depending obviously on the value of the crop and its own rarity, you can trade in for lunar points, which will contribute to this Lunar Track. Now, I don't think I have any on me to make the example. Yeah, but the one thing to note is though, every moonlit or lunar event, there's going to be a 33% chance for it to become a blood moon, which lasts both 15 minutes longer, and the blood moon mutations have a X value when it comes to trading in for the Lunar Track, meaning this is something we need to hyper focus on when it comes to how we're going to obviously efficiently grind, really considering, if you don't have the ability to AFK grind like the method I'll be showing you later in this video. Now, one thing that is helpful is pets, and if you are wanting a good pet like the chicken jockey, I am giving away 3 of the chicken jockeys. I've already given away 1 on stream. We're going to give away 3 more in a giveaway, and I'm going to be hosting that on this video. All you got to do to enter is like and subscribe and comment your username down below to enter into the giveaway. Okay, so over at the gear shop, this is where we're pretty much going to start off. So there's this seed stacking glitch. It's busted, bro. It's overpowered for lunar points especially. So the way this works is, I'll show that in a second, but firstly, we're going to set up also the sprinkler glitch if you obviously didn't know. So first things first is obviously cop some sprinklers if you can. Once again though, for the sprinklers and seeds, to make this a bit more efficient, I'll show you all of the information later in this video for how you can AFK grind to both get the seeds and better mutations, and also additionally, once again, better. Now, starting off, we're just going to get as many good sprinklers as you can, and when I say good, I pretty much mean the godly or masterly sprinkler. The advanced doesn't really cut it, and the basic doesn't even have mutations, so that's why, once again, I would recommend getting those 2 if you can. Once again, you can definitely get these. I think you could probably get per 8 hours, so like a third of the day, you could probably get 2 to 3 master sprinklers and probably 15 or more godly sprinklers. This is just on average from what I've experienced. So once you have gotten these sprinklers, we can move on to the first setup step. Now, over back at your garden, as you see, there are some sections that are just jam freaking packed with plants, and you might be wondering, how is this possible? Especially considering, if you didn't realize, there are, I think it's 4 or 5 cactuses in this one spot, and you couldn't even realize it. And you know why? Because we're going to be using a seed placement glitch that was recently, like literally this was just discovered yesterday, I believe, by my friend Coca-Cola. And the way this is going to work is first you're going to need an auto clicker. So if you can get some system like this, it would be perfect. If not, I'll have a link to a website with this download on it. Okay, so once you have the auto clicker, whatever you're going to use, make sure you set the delay to as low as possible so that it will click as fast as possible. So I'm going to set it to 0 milliseconds with a double click type. This way we can have it click as fast as possible. Additionally, set a keybind. This is going to be needed in a second. And what we're going to do is set up what you're going to need. So what you're going to do is, I would recommend at least a mythical rarity or higher for your crops. If you can't do that, at least legendary if possible. And we're going to get the seeds. So it is better if you can place these into like your hotbar. So like here, I'll be using the bamboo, for example. So I have 283. Now, what you're going to do, go down to your Wi-Fi. So I'm going to come out of full screen right here, and then come out of Wi-Fi and pretty much just like count to 5. So you're going to come out of Wi-Fi and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back into Wi-Fi and just start auto clicking. Now we have 283. What's going to happen is it's going to like lag in and place all these seeds in the same spot. So once again, we have 280 bamboo seeds. Once you like reconnect, pretty much though, the only issue is sometimes will full on just straight up disconnect you if you had the internet off for too long or something like that. There we go. We put 1 bamboo down. Yeah, it's because I turned it off. That's my bad. Okay, but you get the point. So I'm going to do it one more time. We have 280. If it takes that long to reload in, it's probably because you did it wrong. So you're going to turn it off 1, 3, come back out and just start auto clicking. We're at 282. I'm going to leave it be, and we just place down 2 bamboo in the same spot. Now, there are some ways to get it to work better depending on like how long you stay off the internet and like reload back in to create more like lag whiplash, or internet whiplash as some people call it, meaning you can get more. The guy who found this out, Coca-Cola, was able to get, I think at best, maybe 5 or 6 things in the same spot, which is really good, especially especially if you're planting a lot of things at once, which once again makes this really, really good. So additionally, once again, I would recommend setting this up because especially once we come to the sprinkler glitch, this is going to make it even. So the next thing is going to be the sprinkler glitch. Now, this gives you infinite boosts on all your crops using the sprinkler. So obviously, as normally, if you know how to do this, you can just skip this step to the next one. But the basic core function of a sprinkler is it increases growth speeds and all that, but it only lasts, I probably shouldn't have placed it right there because now you can't see it. As you see, it lasts for about 5 minutes. Now, the master one, reason why the master one, it has the biggest effect and biggest area of effect, and it lasts for like twice as long for 10 minutes. What you're going to do with this setup is before obviously placing the sprinklers down, what you need to do, clear out all of the crops that you're going to try to get better value at. So like higher rarity ones. So like the blood bananas, the moon melons, so I'm going to try to clear out mangoes, beanstalk, definitely the moon melon or the moon blossoms and cacao plants, and then things like grape, peppers, all those that also as well. This way you can get better size and base value on these. That way, obviously this is also a good method for money, but additionally for the trade-in on the Lunar shop, you get better value initially. Now, pretty much the next step is going to, once you place down the sprinklers, literally just leave the game and then come back at least like an hour later. And if you use like a master sprinkler, something, you'll come back and your crops will be huge like this. And the longer you run. And another thing is for basic money though, you can just pretty much rejoin, get all these and sell them and then leave. And you can do this periodically and it takes probably like 2 minutes if you're efficient enough, meaning you can do this like 5 times and selling for hundreds of millions to billions every time. So you can literally farm. Now, once this is done, we're going to placement glitch, or not glitch, but like we're gonna talk about how you're going to set this. So pretty much what you're gonna do is come over the main area. So obviously this happening every hour, you want to find a way to obviously not waste time in between, or you can join at the end of every hour. And obviously if you do have bad seeds, a great way to get better seeds is to join a server, a stock notifier. Now, perfect way to do that is to join my Discord server because we have a stock notifier that will notify you about the seeds and gear that are in stock. Additionally, we have an egg stock notifier, a weather event notifier, all the above. Soon we are going to get a workshop, but as of now, it really does not update that frequently and it takes forever. Like this is the first time I've seen this update. Yeah, it updates every day. So it's like realistically, you can probably, wait a good bit before you get back into this thing. Next thing, once though, you can use the AFK format for this to make this better, but I would recommend at least joining in when there's a lunar, staying in for the whole entire thing. And if it's only a normal lunar, usually you could server hop to a blood moon and then have the extra like 3 or 4 minutes, left from that one and then on. But what we're going to use is what's called tiny tasks. So pretty much going to open up a preset. I'm also going to, drag tiny task where you can see it right here, open up preset, this one, and make sure you do set it's like 2x speed because when you record it, usually go way too slow. Continuous playback, always on top, just helps you. And the preset I have, pretty much, you're going to teleport to your garden, zoom all the way in, and then zoom out. If your mouse has this is just mine. If not, you can set up your own presets. You can also do this to buy stuff from the blood moon, but we're going to zoom out literally exactly this amount and then align our camera just a tad. And then what you're going to do, just click that button and it's going to automatically mess up because the issue is this needs to be up here. So hold on, my bad. Bit of a pre-fire. What you're going to do, going in, and it's going to grab this, go in, and it's going to go through and individually buy. Now this is additionally going to also apply with the recall wrench. So if it is obviously in the same slot and it's not, okay. So another thing to note, make sure they are set in the correct inventory slot. So when I made this was here, if I believe correctly. So it's in the 3rd slot. This is just a bit of like, issue testing, make sure it works. Now it'll go through, it'll buy everything. Pretty much what this does is when the thing is in shop, it'll buy it. So usually you'll probably be able to get mythics better this way. Then teleport over to the gear shop and then it'll buy. As you see, it'll only pick the ones that I want and then it'll scroll up. It'll get the master sprinkler, lightning rod, the godly sprinkler, which actually happened to be in shop, 2 watering cans or just a few watering cans. Then it'll teleport back to garden and it'll re-loop. Usually when this issue happens, this is because when you record it, my keybind is Shift Alt R. The shift gets recorded sometimes, so you got to turn shift click off. And just in case, in case you were wondering, but that's how you're going to fix that issue. Now with this though, you're going to be able to mass all of these moon melons, all these basic stuff, and get a lot of progress on the event track, allowing you to farm the beautiful moon blossom if you did not already have it or the update is gone. Now if this video helped you out, make sure to leave a like. See you on the next one.